Now we meet our heroine, a female named Heroine?
I was going to let it go.
I'm sorry. I just had to say something.
That's good. Thank you. Fuck. All right. 1 second.
Welcome to Recapping Romantasy, hot takes on hot literature. Who are we?
We are me, Emma.
I am Maura.
And I am Tabitha. Recapping Romantasy contains mature content from fairy smut to dragon rider torture to monster genitalia. Be sure to check the episode notes for content warnings and the links to our socials.
All right, we are here to talk about... I'm trying to look up the full title of this book because I didn't write it down. And my phone is deciding not to work. Here we go. Married to the Alien Cowboy, which is a cowboy colony mail order brides book. It's book number 1 by Ursa Dax. Mm-hmm. And we actually had like 3 other books that we were going to read for this, and I suck at all of this. So we finally settled on this book. But before we start talking about it, we got to talk about this cover because it's so bad, right? Mm-hmm. Not bad in a way that I think most covers are. Usually it's like too much Photoshop or it seems like AI. I don't really know what specifically is wrong with this cover or what happened. I don't know. It has illustrations of our leads, like the male and female, and they're just like very detailed illustrations, way too much shading, lots of colors. And then the rest of the background is not like that at all. It's got like the most derpy looking 2D drawing of an alien horse, and then there are like 7 different types of fonts for this very minimal text that's already on the cover. I just don't understand how we got here.
Yeah, I think the 2D alien horse, which I mean is kind of like a weird looking goat.
Yeah.
It is the most problematic, I guess. There are 2 things. The 2D alien goat horse,
so weird,
which has no shading, no nothing. It's just like a line drawing of the outline of the animal.
Yes.
And then you have this like shaded in not perfectly, but just like drawn human being sitting on said horse.
Right.
So it's like she's popping off of this 2D line drawing outline horse. And then the other thing that really bothers me is his tail.
The horse?
No, the alien's tail.
Oh,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's sort of like attached. It doesn't look right.
It's attached to his butt. Weird. Also, it's not as long as it should be.
No, they describe it as so long.
Yeah,
based on how they describe it.
Like it's basically like a lasso. He uses it as a lasso all the time.
Yeah, it's coming out of like.
Yeah, it seems to be coming out of like the small of his back and not like where a tailbone
a tail would come.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been an issue with a lot of monster romance art I've seen. Mm-hmm. Is like you understand that very often the tail is like an extension of the spine.
Yeah,
like it flows from the spine, like it's where our tailbone is, but it's never attached like that on these guys. It's like this weird independent little nub.
Yeah.
So it's hard to determine my least favorite part of the cover. There's his lack of a neck, her skin-tight outfit, the fact her headband covers her ears, his impractically low ponytail.
Yes.
All of it.
Yeah, because it would do nothing. What is the purpose of that?
Well, especially when you're working on a farm.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call it a ponytail. It's like his hair is like down to the middle of his back, and then that's where it's tied. But his hair is actually long enough to go like past his butt.
Yes.
I just cut it. Also, if it's so hot, why would you want your hair to be that long?
Yeah.
Everything about this cover pisses me off. And it's just so orange, which I don't necessarily hate on principle. But like I went to college with this girl who just like loved orange. Actually, I went to college with like 2 girls who loved orange. The one girl, I only knew her freshman year. She like tanned like in a tanning booth so much and also got spray tanned all the time. She was like literally Donald Trump color orange before, he was the president.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. And then the other girl was just like, we were friends for a while. She was like our roommate senior year. She was just like a weird person. I could go on about her, but she's definitely not listening to this. But
I feel like we've had this conversation, but my favorite color is orange.
It is?
Yeah.
Well,
like, I mean, my favorite color is...
I don't remember this conversation.
My favorite color is probably black, but I don't really think that counts.
Right.
But if you make me name like an actual color, yeah, it's orange.
You can count black as your favorite color. This is not art school. I'm not going to tell you that black's not technically a color. That's like an elementary school question. Don't ask an elementary school question and then expect like a grad school level answer.
I don't wear orange because I don't think I look good in it. But if I'm buying like little accessories or something,
Yeah.
it's my favorite color.
I used to tell people my favorite color was purple, but then everyone started getting me purple things. I'm like, I just like the color purple. I don't really like it in my home, or like I don't like wearing it though.
I like it. I just don't like it in my home or
Yeah,
on me or anywhere near me. Thank you.
Maybe
Take
that's
your
not my
purple shit
favorite
away
color.
from me.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, this book. So, in a galaxy far, far away, an alien says they want to send us women. That's the first line of the whole book. Well, okay then. Background. This random planet, which maybe has a name, I don't remember what it is though, houses our male lead, Silar, and some other aliens. Almost all of the aliens on this planet are convicts, forced to labor for an indefinite amount of time for their crimes.
It's just so you know, I read the audiobook, listened to the audiobook, and it's Silar.
Okay, Silar. I didn't even know there was an audiobook.
I didn't either.
Where did you get it?
Hoopla.
Oh,
Nice.
I don't
Yeah,
have
it
that
wasn't
app.
on Libby, but it was on Hoopla.
Got it.
I was very excited because I knew there was no fucking way I was going to get that book read in 2 days.
So, Silar is on this planet with a bunch of other people. One of the other aliens, Warden 10, is that how we say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Warden 10 tells the aliens that the
Zabrian.
Zabrian,
Zabrian.
I would have
Yeah.
never pronounced it
I
that
went with
way.
Zabrian.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Let's start this for the third time. One of the aliens, Warden 10, tells them that the Zabrian Empire wants to send them brides. For good behavior, I guess. I don't know. The reason that they give is stupid. Quote, the Empire has decided now that you are adults and have served so much time here that it would be unnecessarily cruel to deprive you of female companionship. End quote.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know what? If this is what it takes, this is what it takes.
I mean, this book's only like 270-ish pages, so fine. All right, so these women will come of their own free will, good, and they're not convicts either, also good, I guess. Silar's prison province is the first to trial this bride program, so I guess they have to like vote to see if they'll do it. There are 5 aliens there, including Silar and the warden. I'm not really naming them, they don't matter until later. They all vote. The vote is tied 2-2. The warden voted in favor. Now it's up to Silar. He votes yes. With the vote decided, the warden tells them that they'll be receiving human brides. Legasp. They don't explain why. None of the aliens seem to know much about humans except that they are weak and don't have tails. Silar worries that his wife will die on his watch and he'll end up with another murder charge. ...
It will never be explained to us why the brides are human. They say something about Zabrian culture being so disgusted by prisoners that no Zabrian woman would ever volunteer. Do you think that there are a lot of other aliens in this universe, or is it only humans and Zabrians? The female main character has to see other creatures when she's in the space station, right?
She does.
Yeah, she's just like one other.
There
that's
are-
mentioned,
Yeah, so
though.
why humans?
I don't know. I didn't realize that it like really wasn't explained until you pointed it out, and I said it before
Yeah.
you said it.
It was weird because, like, yeah, in the very beginning, they do say that it's going to be humans. You're getting humans in this exchange.
Yeah.
And then when it comes down to, like, here are all the humans that have gathered for it, they don't mention at all why it has to be humans.
No, and it's not like it's because humans and them can or cannot reproduce or anything.
Oh, yeah, we never even addressed that.
No.
That is not addressed.
At all. We don't
Mm-mm.
talk about that at all.
Reproduction's not a thing here.
No.
Thank God, honestly.
But no one's worried about it either. I don't know. Nothing in this book is ever explained.
Yeah, they don't-
basically.
Because that's like a major component if we're going to do some kind of world building, which you absolutely are not in this alien erotica.
No.
Is why you are giving them brides. Is it because it's just like a placation measure, or is it because you want to further colonize this planet?
It sounds
if
like
you
it's
want-
placation.
It sounds
Yeah, if you want to
placation.
colonize, you would want to make sure that they could reproduce. But the placation is so weird.
Like,
Yeah.
they're already there on this extra planet. They have no
Yeah.
way off
Right,
of it.
and also if
so-
you
Well,
hate them because
it
of
also
this caste
doesn't-
system that we're talking about, why do you care about giving them wives?
Yeah, it also doesn't sound like they tried to like rebel or anything that would make you think they need placation. Like they seem to be doing their job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they seem like
they
very
are.
well-behaved prisoners.
They're very well behaved prisoners.
Anyway.
Like, why? I guess it, like, for good, what do you call it? Conduct? Here's a prize.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Good
Yeah,
behavior.
Yeah.
Conjugal visits. Conjugal?
Conjugal.
Conjugal, thank you.
I guess the evil empire was just going to give him a little high five.
Remember, they're not that evil if they're giving them brides. Heavy sarcasm there. So, now we meet our heroine, a female named Cherry. Cherry, terrible name. Worst name in the book. And that's saying something because the other names are supposedly alien names. Cherry is a poor factory worker on Terra Tribe 1. And I went on a rant about this in our group chat. No one really cared. And because it just confirmed that I can't read good.
In the audiobook, I could figure out from context that she was saying Terra Tribe, you know, like people from Earth. But for all the world, every time she said it, it sounded like Terror Tribe.
Yeah.
And so it was giving me a different visualization.
Just terrible name for a planet. There's Terra Tribe 1, which they show with just like the Roman, oh my God, Roman numeral, which is just an I, right? Which, fine. But then there's like always a verb or another word afterwards. And I just kept reading it as like Terra Tribe. And I'm like.
Well, it seems like they split the humans into two different groups. Yeah, at least. One is like the agricultural world and the other is the industrial world, and our character comes from the industrial world.
Because there's a Terra Tribe 2. I just like, I don't know, it was bothering me, and again, I can't read good. I should go to that school for ants. Anyways, poor Cherry is poor in all sense of the word. They increased her rent a few months ago, and then the factory that she works at shut down for a bit due to supply shortages. And then poor Cherry lived with her mom. So, like, this wouldn't be that bad because she could split rent with her mom and make it work. But on the same day that they increased her rent, her mom died.
Very sad.
Yeah. So, what's a girl to do? Obviously, borrow money from a loan shark.
Yeah.
And now, when we meet her, she's late on her payment.
You automatically get involved in the mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to judge somebody in a bad situation, but this did not seem like a well thought out decision. Like, what is the long term plan?
None.
If she's not going to be able to pay her rent once, she's not going to be able to pay it twice, plus the money she owes back.
Yeah.
Did she attempt to get a roommate?
No.
I don't think
she has
so.
no friends.
Yeah.
She she says at the
Always
beginning.
bad sign.
Listen, they never do have friends.
No, well, of course not. Why would they be
They
in
never
love
have
with
friends.
an alien?
This is one of those.
No,
like,
it's sexier when they're isolated.
no. I would put this under the books where, like, there's that whole genre of book in romance where the main character, the main woman character, does not have any friends.
She's got no one.
And the only friends she makes are the friends that, like, are the other wives of her
Ice
new
Planet Barbarians,
boyfriend's
yeah.
friends. And so then they're all, like, weirdly, like, incestuously friendly. And that is a whole genre as far as I'm concerned.
This just feels very so mean. High school.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
You know, you're friends with that one group in high school and you guys are like all dating each other and you're like, or you get a boyfriend and then you're friends with his friends and then like that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Yeah. You only have your boyfriend's friends, girlfriends.
Yeah. Or, why are you on your phone right now?
I'm listening.
Okay. Or, just as I said, in high school, you all just like date each other. Like you all start off as friends, but then some weird like Stockholm syndrome happens and you all are like, we love each other. And then, yeah, that thing.
It becomes like what was that TV show? Shit.
There's so many.
The one where they
Friends?
wind up like all dating each other at the end.
Friends, the show?
No, it was on CW with
Vampire
Archie.
Diaries.
Riverside.
Oh, yeah.
Where they all decided they're going to be like in a quadrupule or whatever.
I just think when they do this in books, it's like shorthand to try to make us feel bad for the main character.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got some mixed feelings about this. Like, I understand sometimes you could like grow up not having friends because of certain circumstances. Like maybe you have a chronic illness. Maybe you live in a really isolated area. But
Maybe
other
you're just weird.
That's the thing is other than that, it's like as long as you don't have like a diagnosable personality disorder, it's pretty easy to make friends, especially when you're young. Like even I, a super weird kid with an anxiety disorder, I always had friends growing up, at least like not a ton, but like I had the same best friend through elementary and high school.
You just gotta find weird people to be weird with if you're weird.
Exactly. So I don't know, it just whenever they try to do this like shorthand of like, oh, feel bad for them because they don't have friends, I immediately think, oh, what's wrong with them?
It's just her and her mom. Anyways, yes, so she borrowed money from a loan shark and now she's late on her payment. That's where we are. She just got home from work and is considering how much money she can get for selling her last memento from her dead mother, an old earth, that's what they call it, cast iron skillet. That is when a loan shark goon cuts through her door with a laser. He's here to collect his payment or collect her so she can work it off, if you catch my drift. She tries to dart around him, but he's jacked up on steroids.
Space words.
So she hits him with the cast iron skillet across the face, and then she runs to the elevator.
Out of curiosity, how old do you think that cast iron skillet is?
It's got to be so old. And
would you want to eat food out of it?
no, I don't like cast iron skillets, and I think that's why I have such a beef with it. I don't like that you can't really clean them. I know like you're supposed to season them and then it's all good and fine, but like if I can't wash it with soap and water, I don't want to use it. It always feels greasy. Maybe it's me that's a problem. I don't like it.
Let me just say, I have a cast iron skillet that my grandfather stole off of a ship.
Amazing. It's probably this skillet that she's talking about in the book.
It's literally from World War II. He took it off of one of the destroyers. And so I have it. It's in my house. And my husband went like on this weird spree where he's like, I'm going to clean this goddamn thing. And I'm like, have fun. Go for it.
You're not supposed to.
It has been through a lot the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he got out a drill.
What?
Yeah. He got
to like polish it?
It's silver. And then he seasoned it again. And it's like, yeah, you know what? This looks a lot better. Mm-hmm. Probably the cleanest it's been since World War II.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be like that. Like that's all the seasoning or whatever. I don't know. It just feels bad. I don't
have
like
a small cast iron pan from my grandmother. I have no emotional attachment to it though. It's just small. So
maybe this is why Cherry doesn't have friends. Her only friend is her mom and that cast iron skillet.
Yeah, she does really like that.
She
cast
mentions
iron skillet.
it a lot to the point where I was like going to start tallying how many times she talks about it. Just it's like every other chapter.
It is
basically.
her best friend though. The cast iron skillet's her best friend.
She talks about it a lot. So anyways, she hits the goon with her beautiful best friend, the cast iron skillet. And now she's in the elevator. As the doors close, he yells after her that he's going to make her pay for it, if you catch my drift, for hitting him. He's going to kill her, okay? Literally, he says he's going to drown her in some lake. Anyways, while she's in the elevator, she sees an ad about applying to be a mail-order bride on another planet. So she scans the QR code to get her literal ticket out of there. Because marrying an alien couldn't be worse than death, right?
It's so impulsive. She doesn't even consider another course of action.
Well, I think impulsivity is what got her here to begin with. So I guess it all makes sense.
Yeah, she's making a series of bad choices.
Yeah, the mafia decision, and now I'm just going to jump on a plane to another planet and get married to an alien. It's all fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah. And her skillet. She's taking her skillet with her.
Got to take the skillet.
Yep. So Cherry takes a ship to like a station planet/hub. I'm not sure. It's not really explained. Nothing's explained.
Yeah, it's like a space station.
Yeah.
It's like almost like she gets on an elevator, like a space elevator. Is that what it kind of sounded like?
I don't know. This author's British, so
yeah.
She calls the elevator a lift a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So, while she's on this station planet hub thing, she thinks about what it'd be like to marry an alien, like how she will have to live with him and sleep with him. And then she thinks about sharing a bed with her mom and how she has only had sex with humans before. And that thought is in the same sentence. And this is where I have to say it. This girl has some like really weird trains of thought and also, again, really odd choices, as we just kind of talked about here. Everything just feels very shoehorned. Like, I know it's for the plot, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm just finding things to complain about now, I guess.
I think they just really wanted to let us know that she's not a virgin. It's, we can't have two virgins.
Yeah, she has had the sex. She is going to be, the one who knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. So she gets coffee, and she sees a human married to an alien, and they seem happy and in love. So she decides that this mail order bride thing can't be so bad. Also, the alien here is not the same alien as Silar. He's like, I don't know, an Egyptian. Like, he's like sorry, let me say that again.
I thought you were about to say something hella racist. That's why I spun on my chair.
Oh my God.
I immediately thought, what am I going to have to edit out?
I say something accidentally so problematic every fucking time. But like when they explain him, I didn't write it down, but he's not like a sphinx, but he's some sort of like Egyptian or Greek like mythological creature is how they explain him.
I was gonna go with orc, but
he's not an orc either. Oh my
God.
I can't remember either.
I didn't highlight it. But he's got like a fox head and like a eagle body and claws or something, like a blah blah blah. I don't know enough about anything to period really. And I don't think I highlighted it either. Doesn't matter. Anyways, these two are in love. It's a human and an alien. They're in love. And she's like, okay, so it can't be so bad.
Bold assumption.
Yep.
She's very optimistic.
She has seen one example, and it's going
Of
to
a
be fine.
different alien.
Yeah, and she's like, this is going to be great.
She doesn't even know what these people look like, does she?
No.
He could be slime for all she knows.
Yeah. So she goes to the mail order bride office, I guess, and meets the two other human women who are doing this program too. They only matter for like the other book, so I'm not really going to talk about them. And sorry. And then Cherry also meets Tasha. Tasha is the human Zabrian liaison for this program. So then Tasha explains how the program works. The planet is made up of Zabrian males who, quote, occupy themselves with various ranching and farming endeavors, unquote. The Zabrian people have a very strict honor and caste system. So these males are basically like the untouchables. The warden has assured Tasha that the males will not mistreat the human brides in any way. Cherry asks Tasha what she means by warden, but Tasha assures her that this is just a mistranslation. Tasha has no pictures of the aliens, but describes Warden 10 as humanoid and striking and having a tail.
I can see where that's going. But also, why would she say that warden's a mistranslation? What's going on here, Tasha?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lastly, the humans only need to stay on the planet for 1 full month unless more serious things happen. Then they can leave the program.
So do you think Tasha is lying to them, or do you think she truly doesn't know it's a penal colony?
I think she's lying.
I think she's lying. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this whole endeavor was very poorly conceived. You know, like
why are they only staying for a month?
like a little company that was just like whipped together really quick and poorly organized. You know, like a Dash Con or something.
Yeah, it sounds like a scam.
It does seem like a scam. Like they're trying to get these women here. Why?
And you're telling me that there's no like prolific scams in this future.
And you know, granted, maybe this becomes a scam in the next books. We don't know. We've only read the first one.
That's true.
So, grain of salt. But
I can't
yeah,
imagine.
maybe it's like those like modeling contracts she signed, and actually it's prostitution.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's too topical right now.
Listen,
Tabitha.
maybe the Zabrian Empire has a whole motive for this. We just don't know about it.
Maybe that's in Tasha's
Yeah,
book.
I'm sure this is gonna get like real epic in the follow-up books, and not just be more alien porn.
I'm gonna read all of them now. You just watch.
Yeah, let us know. I don't know if I'll read the rest of them.
They're fast reads, man. I can get like
They are.
just a couple of days.
The
it's
only
fine.
reason why it took me a long time is I kept falling asleep. And not necessarily because it was boring. I just like keep doing things at 1 a.m. So Cherry and the other girls spend the next few days getting vaccinated and having their ear translators upgraded. They are supposed to spend the next few weeks preparing, I guess. And Cherry isn't happy about that. She has been staying inside and avoiding the other girls in order to stay hidden from the loan shark goons. She...
Sorry. It's just every time you've written Lone Shark Goons, something has been spelled wrong. Lone Shark Goons. Lone Shark Goods. Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry,
okay.
keep going.
The Notion autocorrect is
It's really bad.
insanely bad. Like, maybe worse than the Apple update that's ruined my keyboard. Anyways, so she's trying to stay hidden from the lone shark goons. And she thinks that they'll like track her to the station and then kill her. I don't know. That feels like a bold assumption, but I've never met a lone shark person, so who knows?
It does seem like a lot of effort for like 1 month's worth of rent.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, how much money did they lend her? Surely they have bigger fish to fry. Anyways, she has only ventured out to buy a cherry red scarf and to keep an eye out for the lone shark ships, which she doesn't even know what they're going to look like or anything. She just knows they probably have nefarious names.
And again, she won't even talk to the other girls.
No.
Like, she won't even say, like, hey, let's get food and bring it back to our room.
No.
This is why she has no friends.
Yeah. It's her and that pan. She does talk about bringing the pan with her
Yep.
as she walks around the station, but she's like, it'll give me away because it's covered in blood. Bitch, wash it.
Wash your pan.
Call Maura's husband. He'll do it for you.
Yeah, with a drill. It's going to be great.
So the one morning she sees a lone shark ship on the arrivals board, but lucky for her, there is a cargo ship leaving for Zabria.
Yeah.
Okay. At the same time. So she packs her bags, including her cast iron skillet, and then runs to the cargo ship. She shoves her travel papers in the pilot's face and demands that he take her with him. He calls Warden 10 to confirm that she's allowed to come on board, and then they set off.
She's really just inconveniencing everybody else.
She really is. Because again, she's not supposed to leave for like another 3 weeks. Back on Zabria, Silar gets a call from the warden that his bride is arriving today. He is not ready. He hasn't built her a room or a bed, and he hasn't finished the human mating book for dummies that Tasha made them yet. Relatable, not finishing a book. And since Silar didn't finish school because he went to Prison Planet as a child, he also can't read good. Also very relatable.
The most relatable Barrack Hill trip I've had from like ever.
Just for me. I did finish school though. And I did not go to Prison Planet. So in his quiet panic, he asks the warden if he can just take the next bride. The warden tells him to get his head out of his ass and to bring it to his house so he can meet his bride.
I'm sorry, fair question.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like these brides were picked based on personality to match these guys, so whatever.
I mean, not that we know of, but they were told, like, who's marrying who. Like, Tasha was like, I don't know what they look like, and I can't show you a picture of any of your future husbands, but you're going to marry this guy, and you're going to marry this guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they might as well change it up. It's not like they've been picked because of personal characteristics.
Not that we know of.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. We'll find out later in one of those other books that we maybe or maybe not will not read.
I don't even know how many there are, 4 or 5.
At least 5, right? Because there's 5 other.
Yeah.
Or 4 other. I don't remember. Cherry arrives at this planet, the prison planet, and is greeted by a colossal male, that's what it says in the book, with a very long tail. The alien male is not her husband. It is Warden 10, who explains that the planet is pretty isolated, so she can only use her communication device, aka phone, to call people on this planet. There's no internet, no data streams, just the porn she has already downloaded on her phone.
Yes.
I feel this should have been like one of the major points that Tasha told them.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived without daily internet for a couple of years when I lived abroad, but I had time to plan for it. So, like, did I have fan fiction saved to my laptop to read offline? Absolutely, I did.
How did you pick which fan fiction to read?
I knew which ones I liked because I like to reread them.
Yeah.
And so I picked the ones that I knew I liked that were really long, and I just like put them in a Word document or a notepad or something.
Yeah. Just read them all. Then Silar arrives on horseback. Well, it's not a horse because it's like an alien horse, but it's basically a horse. I'm not describing it. It's on the cover of this book. It's Uggo.
It's a goat horse.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so, you know, there's a cover on the horse. So guess, dear listeners, who picked this book for us?
I offered it.
You'll never be able to guess.
I offered it.
She offered it very casually.
Because the dragon book wasn't working out.
That's true. Yeah, I tried to read it.
I'm actually the one that suggested we do this instead of the other one.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
Well, just because the other one didn't seem like it had enough meat on it to talk about.
No. Also, like, the first chapter, I felt like I was reading, like, a children's book.
It was rough, man.
Yeah, so I was like, thank God we're not doing
that.
Yeah. So, Silar arrives. He's on this weird horse thing. Warden 10 goes outside immediately to scold Silar. Silar, why didn't you bring a wagon for your bride? Why aren't you wearing a fucking shirt? And you're all dusty. What is going on? Go get cleaned up out back.
Okay, wait, pause.
Yeah.
So shirts do exist in this universe.
Oh,
correct?
Yeah, there's lots of shirts.
Yeah.
He just
he
never
ever wears one.
He actually rips them up later. He has like a whole drawer of them. And then he was like, well, we don't have bandages, so here's my dirty old shirts as bandages.
I'm so confused. I mean, dude, have you ever worn a shirt in your life? It
No.
doesn't
Yeah,
seem like you ever
that's
had.
the point.
Yeah.
I mean, they're covered in like
suede.
Yeah, like real short fur, so maybe that helps with the sun.
I don't know what they're covered in. I just know that this girl keeps calling it hide. It
I
me off.
interpret it as like really, really short fur. Like I keep wanting to say like Nightcrawler. Like you guys would know what Nightcrawler's fur is like.
Yeah, I do. I watched the movies.
Well, in the comic books, it's different than in the movies. He doesn't have fur in.
He looks like velvety in the one movie.
Velvety, that's the right word.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine these guys.
Yeah,
I
makes
can
more
see
sense.
velvet, except his little ears get sunburned.
Yeah, I was very confused about all that, which is why I thought
skin's thinner there.
he has skin. So, Silar goes out back to get cleaned up. Cherry hasn't seen him yet, but peeks out the window that looks at this outside shower. And she sees Silar, and he is big, very big, with very big human hands.
Mm-hmm.
He brushes his horse and gives
lucky break having human-like hands. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, human-like hands.
Could have been real fucked up.
Yes. And he brushes his horse while he's back there and gives it water before cleaning himself off. So as Cherry watches this, she thinks that he must be a good man. Silar has long hair and a long tail that is curled around a hook on his belt.
I had a hard time with that.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the tails being curled around a hook. And I mean, I know it's going for a lasso. I understand that. But
Yeah.
it was just like, my dude, what did the rest of these people do with their tails? The people who aren't doubling as lassos.
They must just always wear belts.
Maybe. Or maybe they use their tails as belts.
That's a good thought. I mean, it is weirdly long.
It is. It's weirdly long.
Yeah.
It's like, why? I don't know.
I don't. The tail.
I spent a lot of time like just thinking about
Listen,
the hook.
I thought about everything in this book way too much. I go on a rant about how there's no eyelashes later. I have so many questions. So anyways, he undresses because he's all dusty and doesn't want to get his clothes wet. His pants, really. And his tail grabs the hose and then washes the dust off of his body.
I mean, you guys pretty much already said it, but I feel like this is the most prehensile tail we've encountered in these books so far. Mm-hmm. He uses it as a third arm, really.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we really just said it was long. We didn't say that they could do anything with it. So it's like, is there like an animal, like a monkey? That's the only thing I can think of that has like a tail.
I don't think there's
that much.
anything in the real world where they use the tail as like an extremity that can hold tools, because other animals don't really use tools the way that we do.
Yeah, monkeys use their hands when they have like sticks and
right, and like great apes don't really have tails.
Octopus, but they're not tails.
True, an octopus.
This is really like just a tentacle tail. There's another tentacle tail that we'll hear about later.
I mean, theoretically, the kind of monkeys that have prehensile tails could use them in this capacity.
But they're just swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't really, I guess, need to in the lifestyle that they live.
Yeah. No.
As I was reading this and thinking about how much shit he does with his tail, I just kept looking at my kitten and how confused she is by her own tail all the time. Literally, I was like sitting there typing up my notes, and I looked over at her, and while I was thinking about this, she literally was like looking at her tail and like hitting it as if like she couldn't control it at all.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's
Maybe
like
they
most mammals that have tails, it's not about that. It's about balance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, it's hard to know.
Do you think well, never mind. I was going to say, do you think they like run on their hands and knees and like use it as a tail, like how leopards do?
Do you think
We're doing way more thought about these aliens that
do you think their tail is strong enough to support them swinging from trees? I don't think it is.
No,
No,
I
it's
don't think
got
so.
to.
I don't think so. It's
Look-
way too long.
I was
Yeah,
going to
that's
say,
true.
look at the base of the tail on the cover,
First
and
off,
it's such a small base
I
that it
don't-
doesn't have any like weight to it.
No way that the person who drew this, which maybe it was the author, I have no idea, thought about that at all. I don't even think the author thought about any
Well,
of
that's
this.
why we're here.
Yeah. Oh God. Anyway, so with the dust all gone, and washed away, Cherry sees that his he has yellow gold skin. She calls it hide. We talked about this a little bit. I hate it that she calls it hide. He also has bright blue hair, like turquoise, and of course he's ripped.
Of course he is.
And of course, again, he has the biggest cock she has ever seen.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
There's no other options.
Nope. Quote, even in his presumably relaxed state, the organ wasn't totally limp and floppy. It was slightly stiff. That,
Just, its regular state is slightly stiff.
yeah, and it was that same golden color as the rest of him, arching out and down away from the taut V shape of his groin and poised, thank you, above a sizable sack-like mound that I supposed was the Zobrian version of balls, but less ... dangly, end quote. I was convinced that the weird not balls thing was going to be a knot, but I was wrong, very wrong. I don't think I could have guessed what it was going to be, and I really still can't wrap my mind around it. Poor pun.
Did you know this is a feature of the Anne Rice vampires? Canonically, like, they don't have sex. I know they do in the TV show.
Yeah.
In the books, they don't. They just aren't interested in that anymore. But they do have a permanent erection. Here's a quote about it from Queen of the Damned, and this is Lestat saying this. Quote, I studied my reflection. My chest was like a marble torso in a museum, that white. And the organ we don't need, poised as if ready for what it would never again know how to do or want to do. Marble, a Priapus at a gate, end quote.
You've definitely told us some of this before.
Yeah.
Not that quote, though.
I've not seen this quote before, but I did know that they had erections.
That's crazy,
all
though.
the goddamn time. Which, I mean,
How do they wear pants?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's not great.
It doesn't sound like this alien has a full erection. It just sounds like he's walking with like a
chubbed
chub.
up.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine living in that state my entire immortality.
It was at this moment, with her face pressed against the glass, that Silar looked up at her with his glowing white eyes. Like, they literally put off light. Like, imagine your phone screen at night falling on your face, that sort of light. And so, like an idiot, she tries to greet him through the glass. Like, she's like, hey, I'm Cherry, and he just stands at her doing nothing. And then also, like an idiot, she tries to shake his hand after he opens the window for her, which I don't think that's like a common greeting on Earth. Why would you think it's a common greeting in the rest of the world? But we said before, she makes dumb decisions. Silar says nothing. He only walks away. Cherry thinks that he hates her and panics, so she tells the warden that she will marry anyone else. That is when Silar walks in to greet her. Silar is upset by this, but continues on. The warden asks if they'll still continue, like if they'll get married, and Silar says only if she consents, and she does.
There's a lot of really frustrating like miscommunication, like not communicating with each other stuff in this book.
Yeah, because he thinks that she hates him.
And she
thinks that he hates her.
Yeah,
but really he's in love with her.
Yeah, and they both want to be
on.
good husbands and wives to each other.
And she, of course, doesn't want to get kicked off the planet because she'll die.
Even though she, like, at the beginning talked about, she's like, I'll be there for a month, I'll be a good wife, and then, like, maybe I'll leave.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along here, before she decides that she loves him, she's like, oh, maybe I'll stay forever. I'm like, okay, girl. So they both say that they're going to get married. They have the ceremony in the warden's office/home. I don't know what this building is. The warden tells them to wrap their tails together, but then realizes that Cherry doesn't have one. So she suggests that they kiss instead. The aliens do not know what a kiss is. Cherry presses her lips to Silar's. His eyes go white again, and he turns around and storms outside. She asks the warden if she upset Silar. He tells her that Silar is just going to sort himself out after she knocked his boots off.
Really lucky that these aliens have lips. Could have gone differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Again, she could have been slime. I'm just saying.
I don't know if I want to read a slime book. So the warden tells Cherry that Silar is as solid as they come, but he doesn't talk very much. Silar is currently outside dumping water over his head. I don't know. He comes back inside, and Cherry notices that his eyes are not white, but a deep midnight blue with turquoise veins branching out from the center.
That's crazy.
No flex. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what they actually looked like.
That sounds fucked up.
Yeah. The warden tells them that they have 1 month, and then tells Silar not to fuck it up. The newlyweds go prep the horse. Cherry isn't sure about the alien horse thing. Silar gives her an apple to feed it, and then it likes her.
You know, if Cherry has never had a cherry before, she also probably has never had an apple before.
Yeah,
and there he is just like giving it to the horse.
Yeah. I don't think it's an apple. I don't know what it is. They call it like some nut thing. And I just kind of said apple instead of describing like a
weird
random
alien fruit.
Yeah. I'm kind of not describing anything because, again, nothing's really described.
Yeah.
At one point on their ride back home, which they ride together on this alien horse, he gives her a cowboy hat so she doesn't get sunburnt. And then they ride the rest of the way there. If you haven't figured it out yet, Silar is a virgin who can't drive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Real bad at it.
Yes. The most virgin you've ever met in your life. So he gets an erection from watching his new wife's ass as she tries to get off the horse. She sees that his eyes are white again and comments on it. Seems rude.
I don't know. I watch people try to get off horses and they don't know what they're doing, and I don't think that's the appropriate time to get an erection.
No, he gets an erection like all the time.
I know. I mean, you're just
24/7.
wiggling around trying to get off. It's very awkward looking, and I'm just like, this is sad.
And he's like,
and
look
you
at
need to
that
help her.
ass.
You need to go help her. Help your wife.
Also, while he's just standing there looking at her ass, he's like, it is weird that she doesn't have a tail, but I'm kind of turned on by it. Is that wrong? Doesn't matter. So his eyes are white. They're glowing white again. And again, she comments on it. Feels rude. She needs some sensitivity training. And he says, like, so what? Your eyes are always white. That's where the conversation ends. Then he gives her his childhood hat so she doesn't get sunburned anymore. She tells him a sob story about her cast iron skillet and how she's never had fruit.
How does she not have scurvy?
I'm sure she has vitamins.
Yeah, she eats like a protein bar.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Such a deep sigh.
Yeah. She then asks if he was born on this planet since it's his childhood hat, so that's the logical conclusion. It's then that he realizes that she doesn't know that he's a convict. He decides that he'll keep that little fact a secret for this month so she can grow to like him, and then he'll tell her. Great plan.
Amazing. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing really did go wrong from that, though.
The other thing is, nothing actually does go wrong.
Yeah.
It's great.
She's like, oh, okay, got it, thanks. Whatever.
She's like, oh, you mean you're a convict? I can't leave here, so we're stuck.
You killed someone? Not a big deal. So Cherry explores the ranch. It's got some of the basics, like a bed and a kitchen and one chair, but no table. He just eats standing up, I guess.
Listen. This is basically what my husband's house looked like when I first walked into it.
Yeah, it's very bachelor pad. Mm-hmm. Like, no
like,
couch.
You do have a table? He's like, oh, yeah, I have a folding card table. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, my God. No couch, no TV, of course. There's, like, no art, nothing. So she does see, though, that on the bed or the nightstand, I have no idea, that he has a book with drawings of humans in it, and she thinks it's some sort of, like, human sex manual. So she explores outside. There's an outhouse and an outdoor shower and, like, alien cows, basically. Silar comes by and she asks him if he ever gets cold showering outside. He says no, but since she will probably get cold, she can just use the laundry tub and then she can bathe inside. He takes his hat off for some reason, and then she sees his ears got sunburnt. With his hat off, we can finally see what his ears look like, and they're basically like mouse ears. And
Yes.
Not to poke holes in this book again, but like they would literally have to be like on top of his head, like not even to the side at all to fit under his cowboy hat, right? Like because they're like straight on top cowboy hats, and also they'd probably have to be like really small.
Yes, yes, both
Right?
of those things. They would have to be very small, right on top of his head, and dainty. Which I think they were. I mean, she did describe them as quite small and dainty, and yes.
I didn't like it.
I mean, neither did I, but this is just what I had to deal with. So
Yeah. So she freaks out because his ears are sunburned and drags him inside to rub ointment on his burns. He is sitting on the one chair that he has, so he's looking at her tits the whole time. Silar seems to be a little uncomfortable by the ear rubbing, but like not in a bad way, if you know what I mean.
yeah, no,
Yes, I know the penis.
yeah, he. His already erection is more erect.
Yeah, basically, he's got a chub 24/7. While she heals him, they talk about where she will sleep because he never finished the bed for her, and then they decide that they'll sleep in the same bed, and he storms out of that house to do work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Heavy air quotes.
Heavy air quotes around work.
I mean, he is doing work, but like more work than I think he needs to do.
Yeah, he's just putting off the inevitable. So after a bit, Cherry calls him inside because she made dinner. This isn't plot relevant, but he was like milking cows outside, and then when he comes inside, he puts the raw milk in sterile bottles. I know we're living in like JFK's brainworm right now, but like that just seems wrong somehow. Like I'm assuming it's going to be pasteurized later, but like why put it in sterile bottles now? Wouldn't it not matter?
Historically,
Yeah.
if people drank cow's milk, they would actually boil it a little bit first, which is basically pasteurization.
Sure.
So no, sterilization at this point is pointless because it is the shit that is in raw milk, like bacteria that make people sick. So unless these alien bovids are somehow immune to E. coli, it's not going to do anything.
I mean, maybe
But,
they
like-
are, but also, yeah.
Why sterilize the bottles now?
You know what happens a lot?
I literally was like Googling the pasteurization process like, to see
You know
if
what
I was
happens?
wrong.
You know
And
what
then I was
happens a lot that
Tabitha or
makes,
someone's going to know about this.
what happens a lot to make raw milk dangerous is the stuff on the outside of the cow.
Yeah.
So they could have like sores on their udders, or they like usually have poop smeared
Poop.
around
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
cows,
yeah.
My
and
God,
that
there's
gets
so much
into the
poop.
milk.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
much poop.
So like that's why you got to pasteurize it. Is
Right.
that stuff gets in. So like what he's putting it in. He's putting the poop milk
in the sterile bottles. I know,
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So this is irrelevant.
Most of our tangents are. Anyways,
I mean, well, wait. Did she say it was raw milk, or did he pasteurize it in the barn?
I think I highlighted it, but I'm not going back. But the sentence is like, he has like a bucket of milk,
Okay.
and then he takes
Okay.
the bucket of milk. He was like literally milking the cows. I'm doing the motion. And then he takes the bucket of milk that he just, pulled, whatever. And then takes it to the little basement cave thing and then pours it into and it says sterilized bottles. And that's why I was like, why would they be sterile right now? It doesn't feel like necessary.
You know what? Maybe she is a raw milk junkie. And that
makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways. The dinner Cherry made him is basically like an alien girl dinner. Smoked meats, pickled vegetables, pickled eggs, and pickled eyes. Barf. During dinner, which they eat while standing, they talk about the ranch and alien cows. Silar and the other aliens on Prison Planet are raising basically alien Wagyu beef. Once a year, buyers come from Zabria to purchase the cows and pay the prisoners. He tells her that as other industries grew, less people wanted to do this type of work because it's not, quote, honorable work. Cherry tells him that even though they just met, her life is better because he's in it. Aw. Again, this is their first day meeting still.
Also, she is desperate for him to keep her. She doesn't want him to kick her out.
Yeah.
So she's willing to do literally anything to stay.
He's not suspicious by that.
Yeah, he has no clue because, again, he can't drive. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's an idiot. So Silar was like, thanks for dinner, and then goes out and does more work. Again, heavy quotes work. Later, Cherry is in bed by herself, and she's freezing cold. It may be a desert planet, but it's cold at night, which actually tracks for deserts, I guess.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never been to one. Her husband, though, is nowhere to be found, so she walks outside and finds him hammering away in the barn. He immediately stops and turns around, but she is surprised that he knew that she was there. He tells her that he could hear her breathing. His mouse ears allow him to hear better, even though they're really fucking small. So she asks him what he's doing out here, and he says that he's building a table. Aw, he listens.
Yeah, he does. He's trying.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. It's adorable, though, because they both desperately want to stay. And he wants her to stay for, like, good reasons. And she's just like, I will do whatever the fuck you want so long as you don't kick me out of here because I'll die otherwise.
Yeah.
So,
they're just both very desperate.
Yeah, they're both very desperate people.
Yeah. And if you're into that, this is the book for you. Finally, he asks her what she is doing outside, and she explains that she's cold. There isn't enough wood to make a fire, but he'll cut some down for her tomorrow.
I wish I knew more about the ecology of this planet.
Yeah.
So it's a desert planet with a terrible dust problem, but apparently there is enough wood around to sustain a homestead.
Yeah.
Like, so is this scrubland? Are there manzanita trees?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I don't know, but it's also like
there are trees. She mentions there being trees near
it's
the
like
house.
A forest.
Yeah, there's a forest nearby.
So, like I said, I'm thinking like scrubland.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, mesquite trees, things like that.
There's a forest, whatever. He'll cut some wood for her tomorrow. So she's like, that's not going to help me today, though. So can you come to bed and help warm me up?
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Silar.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
No, he does not.
No. So he doesn't have PJs, so he just opts to sleep in his dusty ass pants from outside.
Gross.
Disgusting.
My God.
I know. And I think he's like under the blankets at this point. I can't
All
remember.
I could think about is like, you don't have a washing machine. So like, what are you going to do now? You're going to wash those
like
sheets
you only
and hang them up?
You only have one pair of pants?
Good God.
I know. I thought that too. I was like, I know you don't have shirts, but you have to have more than one pair of pants.
You must.
He doesn't have underwear. We know that.
We're appalled.
Yeah.
Don't sleep there like that.
And I almost wrote this too, and it's coming back to me. And he's like so shocked that he has to like lay next to her. Like this had never again. He puts his fucking dusty ass boots in the bed too.
My God.
I know.
You want this woman to stay with you, correct?
Yeah.
That would have made me so fucking mad.
I know. And then he remembers after he's put his dirty ass shoes on the bed and then takes them off. And again, it doesn't matter. You already put the anyways. So he's got his clothes on and he's just laying next to her, and just that act of laying next to her is giving him a raging boner and making his eyes glow white. Cherry asks him about his eyes again, and he explains that it happens when Zabrians feel strong emotion, heavy quotes. She asks him why his eyes were white after they kissed.
You dumb bitch.
Yes, she is. She's like, maybe I did upset you. And he said that surprise is a strong emotion. They fall quiet and he asks if he can hold her, but she's already asleep.
Like she keeps being like, oh, I don't know if he likes me, after he explains like strong emotions and apparently he's bricked up 24/7 around her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, these are things that are flagrantly obvious,
Yeah.
and yet
Again,
you cannot find them obvious at all.
I think I just had this thought, but I don't know if I said it out loud. Everything about their relationship just feels like two high schoolers falling in love, just like so fucking stupid. You're just like watching it and you're listening to them be like, well, do you think he likes me? And their friends being like, yes, yes, I do. I do think he likes you.
But he didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, but he like looked at your lips while he was jorking it. Like, I don't know. He only looks at your tits. I'm going to say he likes you a little bit. I don't know. So I wanted to end this section here, but I needed to remind everyone that he is 24/7 bricked up, and he's bricked up right now during all of this little tenderness of them laying next to each other. And he's like so hard that he just like grips his wiener to stop himself from creaming his pants, I guess. I don't know. The whole thing was so weird to me. I had to mention it. I thought he was going to start jerking it off next to her, but he just basically holds his dick like a weirdo.
Yes.
And then falls asleep that way. I don't know. If there's men out there, you can feel free to explain what the hell that was about.
Like, what do you do with your penises when you sleep?
Yeah, why would you think about
Let us know.
your grandma? I don't know. The next morning, Cherry wakes up and she's very warm because Silar started a fire for her before going out for his morning chores. So he's very, very kind husband. She decides to take this quiet time to bathe. She puts the laundry tub in the kitchen and then fills it up with water, but the water is freezing, so she lets out a little yelp when she gets in and then starts washing herself anyways. Silar heard her from outside and comes running into the kitchen without knowing that she is bathing. Even though she was just sitting in the tub, which would be a better way to protect her privacy, she starts dressing herself while she's still in the tub and gets her clothes all wet.
I can't.
No.
I just can't imagine.
No.
I was thinking a lot when I was reading this scene and thinking, okay, so you didn't realize that the water was cold putting it in. And there are ways to warm it, but I guess we didn't go that far.
No, she put the tub in front of the fire to help warm it, but like didn't wait at all.
I mean, that's going to take a while anyway. And then on top of that, it's like, how are you going to get the water back out? Are you going to siphon it? Like how
I don't know.
How easy is that going to be?
There's no way she knows how to do that.
I have a lot of questions, basically.
I have so many questions. I mean, and this is the part where I realized that this girl's missing a part of her brain or something. Or like maybe she inhaled too much like poisonous gas at the factory, but like why was this her reaction? To get dressed while you're still in the tub that's full of water? Like someone just walked in on you while you're in the bathroom, okay? Do you stand up off the toilet and pull your pants up in front of them? Or do you yell at them to get the fuck out of the stall and then do that action?
Yeah.
It was just so stupid to me. And I know it's for the plot, but like there was definitely a more logical way for us to get here. Why not have him walk in on her as she's getting dressed after the bath? Or like have her walk around the house nude while she's looking for a towel. There's no way that man has a towel. Like, I don't know.
So true.
Yeah. Am I just finding excuses to be mad at this book? Probably. But like it was just so stupid.
Yeah. At this point, just let him see your tits.
Right. Anyways. So she put her shirt on, her PJ shirt on, while she's in the bath. So when she finally stands up, her PJ top is all wet because she's still wet. The shirt is wet. The bath is wet. Water's wet. So it's plastered to her chest and her nipples. This freaks Silar out to the extreme. Not because he's a 40-year-old virgin who can't drive, but because he thinks that she is hurt. In the Human Mating Book for Dummies, which... that's not what it's called. I just keep calling it that. He learned about frostbite. So he thinks that her udders are literally going to fall off her body, aka her boobs. So he does what any good husband would do and tries to warm them up with his hands. Then while he's like rubbing her nipples, he pushes her in front of the fire and holds her udders to it.
This is when I texted the group chat the image of Marge Simpson saying, it's true, but he shouldn't say it. Like, right, they are basically just udders, but please don't bring that up.
No.
Don't do that.
No. Again, he has hide, she has udders.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry is confused but turned on by all of this.
Confused but turned on.
Yeah, the best way to be. And she...
That's just most of the books we've read. It's fine.
Really. And she finally asks what the fuck he is doing, to which he explains that he thinks that she has frostbite. So she starts laughing and he gets embarrassed. She explains that 1, she does not have frostbite. 2, they're called nipples. And 3, yes, they do, like udders, they do produce milk for babies. Silar says that if they are for babies, he should not be touching her nipples. She tells him that sometimes husbands like nipples too, so he can touch them if he wants. And then Silar, I think, comes in his pants a little.
He does, yes.
Or possibly like
a lot.
Yeah. A normal amount of coming. Yeah. So he comes over to her and starts rubbing her boobs. They're both into this. He asks if kisses are only for weddings and funerals because he thinks they're like only done at ceremonies. Cherry tells him that people kiss whenever they want. Silar then tells her that he wants to put his tongue inside of her, like a 40-year-old virgin.
Yes.
So
I also thought that was kind of interesting as like a creature that just realized what kissing was.
Yeah.
And you're like, the first thing is like, I'm going to put my tongue inside of you.
mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know. It's just like, that's a leap.
I don't. It's, again, 2 high schoolers meeting and loving each other for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So Cherry kisses him while they're making out. He touches her boobs. She puts her fingers in his hair and accidentally touches his ears. He instantly comes in his pants. For real this time.
Mm-hmm.
He tells her to get back in the bath and he won't interrupt her again and then walks out. Poor Cherry is left high and dry. So she leans back against the kitchen cabinets and jorks it till she comes.
Let's speculate. If you come from a culture that doesn't see human breasts as objects of sexual desire, would you inherently think of them as sexy? Like, this is something we see across cultures on our own planet, that not everyone perceives secondary sex characteristics the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So would he, especially if he immediately thinks of them as udders, something he sees on livestock, would he immediately then make the jump to, like, these are sexy?
Listen, we don't know what he's up to with those cows.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been out there by himself his entire life.
I mean, I mean, I don't know where to start.
I actually went down a huge rabbit hole when I was thinking about this, because I was like, what is the scientific name for like this theory of inquiry in anthropology?
Yeah.
And then I ended up finding out that like one of the top people in this field, like kind of on this subject, somebody wrote a book about it, actually wrote a different book that I have read because it was about the place that I used to live in.
Mm-hmm.
And that she ended up basically getting canceled and lost her job because, do you remember that guy who got detained and killed when he visited North Korea, that college student?
Oh,
He
yeah.
basically said,
Yeah.
she basically said that guy was fucking stupid and he deserved it, and she lost her job.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a weird path I went
Yeah.
down, just trying to figure out if this alien would be interested in her boobs.
Mm-hmm.
It's very weird because it doesn't seem like he's had a horny thought in his life.
No.
I mean, I
No.
know he came here when he was like 10 or something to Prison Planet, like young enough that he didn't really have any exposure to any of
So,
that. But
One thing that, he keeps saying is that he doesn't know what Zabrians or Zabrians do or how they act, or
Yeah.
he doesn't know the culture at all. So maybe this is easier for him to be sexually attracted to someone like Cherry if he has no idea really what Zabrian women are like.
yeah, no clue.
I mean, he was old enough that he can remember his parents.
Yeah, I know, but he keeps saying
he was like,
doesn't
my
know.
parents never kissed or anything. I don't even
Right.
know if they.
But like, you absorb a lot of that stuff even as a young child. I don't know. We're going too far.
Again,
Yes, no way the author thought about any of this. Like how we are. Anyways, so she comes in the kitchen, and then Silar leaves Cherry alone for the rest of the day. She's not pleased with this, but she tries to be a good wife. She realizes during all this that she is falling in love with Silar, which will probably end in heartbreak. This is day 2 of them being together.
Yes.
Which, why would you think it would end? Well, she still thinks he doesn't like her, whatever.
Yeah.
Again, like, she came from like a weird planet where she was being chased by the mob.
I don't
and
know. I don't
she
think
had
any
no
of these people have
friends.
ever lived
Like,
before in their
she's
lives.
never had friends. Maybe just a little bit of attention. That's all it takes.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah. Again, these are 2 high schoolers falling in love for the first time. That evening, as they're both getting ready for bed, Cherry tells him that he can just sleep naked if he doesn't have PJs. Which this tipped me off that the author was British. I don't know how it wasn't tipped off before, but she spelled pajamas PY, which I've never seen pajamas spelled that way, apparently. It's the British spelling.
Yes.
So she says that she can just turn around while he gets ready to give him some privacy. And then he reminds her that she's already seen him naked. And when she did see him naked, she told the warden that she would just marry someone else. So obviously she was disgusted by it, is what he's implying. So she explains that she actually said, quote, "If he doesn't want me, I'll marry someone else." Silar is stunned into silence by this.
You haven't really mentioned this yet,
No.
but this guy has no ability to understand metaphor or turn a phrase. Like, if Cherry says, "That's cool," he'll be like, "Good, I'm glad she isn't overheated." Multiple times while reading this book, I thought to myself, this Amelia Bedelia ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think I actually texted the group chat. I don't know. I didn't put this in here, but you're reminding me it. After like some part in here where she says something very obvious that like, she's into him and he does not get it at all, or like takes something so literally, like Amelia Bedelia, I think I got I texted the group chat and I was like, is it possible for aliens to be autistic?
Yeah, you did text that.
You did.
Well,
yeah.
He does take everything so literally, like, and she doesn't catch on to that at all though. Like, I clocked it probably after the third time it happened.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't at all, which I know we're getting his like inner thoughts, but whatever. So anyways, she asks if he meant it when he said that he wanted to put his tongue in her. He says he doesn't say much, but when he says stuff, he means exactly what he says. And then she falls asleep, and while she's asleep, he says, "Good night, wife."
Good night, Moon.
Yeah. It was a little weird. So some time passes. She's now been on Prison Planet for about 2 weeks. Silar has taught her how to do things around the farm, but she is not allowed to go near the fences at all. There are some scary monsters out there that could kill her, but he doesn't tell her this at this point. He tells her this later. But I'm telling you now, he saw another convict get killed by one of the monsters that's like beyond the fences when he was a child. So she's out working on the garden when she feels the planet quake. She runs to the house to look for Silar, but doesn't see him, so she goes back outside to look for him. Then she hears thunder, which is weird. And as she's looking around trying to figure out what is going on, she trips on a rock and falls on her ding-dang derriere, which is what she says in the book.
This is how British people think we talk.
Yeah, I like couldn't understand if the author was trying to make her British, or if the author was trying to make her Southern, or like this is shit that British people say. I don't know, because the Cherry calls her mom Mama, which I find really annoying and like something Southern.
Yeah, it does sound Southern.
Yeah, and then when I was like, oh, well, the author's British, so maybe Mama is what they say in Britain. I don't fucking know. Anyways, she fell on her butt. Disoriented, she sees a herd of alien cows stampeding at her. She's going to die. In her final moments, she doesn't think of her one friend that we now learn about, or her dead mother, but she thinks of her alien husband, who she's known for 13 fucking days. Luckily, Silar scoops her up on his horse and saves her life. Then, while they're riding away, she sees another alien on a different horse with an alien dog. The two aliens, Silar and this other guy, calm the herd down, and then Silar drops her at the house before turning around to strangle the alien man with his tail. Silar is so mad at Fallon. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, Fallon.
So.
Fallon, like Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Silar is so mad at Fallon, this other alien male, that he could kill him, which is why he's strangling him with his tail. Cherry, who's still at the house, yells at Silar to stop. He does immediately, like a good husband.
The mark of a good man.
Yeah. Fallon tells Silar that he didn't even know that a human was there. He thought that Silar could help him with the stampede, but he wouldn't have brought the stampede there if he knew that there was another human or someone who could have been hurt. Silar could have, called him and the other aliens to let them know that there was a human here. Poor Fallon was scared for Cherry's life when he saw her. Because remember, dear listener, these aliens may be criminals, but they are gentlemen.
All of them. Every single one.
Mm-hmm. But they've done some heinous crime to get them here.
Incarcerated by accident.
Yeah. Fallon asks to see Cherry because he wants to make sure that he's okay. Silar tells him to fuck off. But Cherry invites everyone in for dinner. Silar warns Fallon to keep the fact that they're prisoners a secret because Cherry doesn't know. Inside the house, Fallon tells Cherry that he hopes his wife will be half as pretty as her. Silar interrupts this by dragging Cherry into the bedroom and then hugging her. He doesn't know it's a hug, but he hugs her anyways. This makes her cry instantly. He freaks out because he thinks that she's bleeding. He doesn't know what tears are. And so, he's like, oh my God, she's bleeding from her eyes. And she says, these are just tears. And he doesn't know what tears are, as I just said. And this is where I had another unhinged freak out in the group chat, and everyone just ignored it.
I only ignored you because I hadn't read it yet, so I had no context for what you were saying.
I didn't know that you hadn't read it yet because I'm usually the last person, but my rant is as follows. These alien men have no eyelashes, which is mentioned. I didn't mention it until now. And they also have no tears because he doesn't know what they are. So, how do they get shit out of their eyes? They live on a fucking dust planet, so it's just, sandpaper in their eye holes?
Well, maybe they have, a secondary membrane,
no,
a bird.
It's not mentioned.
What if it's like cats?
Cats also cry because my cat was crying and it freaked me out because I thought she
Or
hurt her eye.
there's desert lizards that have that second lid.
Yeah.
Do they cry?
I don't know.
I would ask you to
no
Google
idea.
it, but I'm nervous you're gonna close
Find
the
out
window.
the window again.
Do lizards cry? We need them right now.
Yeah. Hey, AI, tell me, do lizards cry?
But like, if they don't have tears,
Lizards do not press.
Or express emotions like humans do. No shit.
It's like we didn't ask you that, AI.
I know. Chirping lizards. What's going on?
This is why AI is terrible.
Yeah,
They
they
have
have
tear
tear ducts. So they probably cry. Not like from emotion.
What does it mean when lizards? Oh, they mean cry like make
Like
sounds.
make
Whale.
sounds. Yeah. That's it.
Lizards
Okay.
feel pain.
We have confused Google so badly with just this very
Guys,
simple
AI
word.
is
Joy, love, anger, sadness. Those aren't going to be found in reptiles.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is there any reptile capable of emotion? Sorry. This
Yeah.
He's not even a lizard. Why am I looking at this?
Anyways, this man cannot cry, probably does not have tear ducts, and they don't have eyelashes. For some fucking reason, though, they do have eyebrows. I find that crazy. And like, oh my god, think about how comfortable it is. They're on a dust planet. They probably have shit in their eyes all the time. I mean, maybe it's just me. My eyes are so sensitive. I start crying when it's like too cold or windy, and God forbid I have a cat hair in them. It's like just I hate it. Sometimes I just want to like take a melon scooper and like just get my eye out of my head so I can watch them in one of those like golf ball cleaner contraptions, you know what I'm talking about? And then there are these aliens with just like no way to keep shit out of their eyes. Fucking foul.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in the desert for a while, and I really felt like I learned the value of eyebrows and eyelashes and keeping like sweat from running into my eyes. So, yeah, what do they do?
I don't know. I've probably said this before. We used to, when I was in high school, there was like this huge hill you had to walk up to get from the junior parking lot like up to the school. And just like how the school was set up or like how the wind blew, it always like would blow down as you were like blow on you as you were walking up the hill. So I just refused to put mascara on until I got to school. Like I looked like such a prissy bitch because I would like I'd be like walking up the hill with my friends, and it got to the point where like if I walked with anyone who didn't like walk with me frequently, they were like, oh my god, are you okay? Like school's not that bad, because I was crying so profusely because the wind was just so strong. And then if God forbid I put my mascara on before, it looked like I'd been crying because I cried all my mascara off. Maybe I should be studied. I don't know.
It happens to me every day driving into work.
Yes, literally, I was going to get coffee this morning and like I started crying because like the fucking air conditioner was blowing on me because it's 50 fucking degrees outside right now in February. Anyways, so she explains what tears are, and she also explains what hugs are, and he's like, great, love them both. Then while she's crying and they're hugging, Fallon knocks on the door to ask if she's injured. They say no. She asks Silar if he tried to kill Fallon because he almost got her hurt on accident, and Silar says yes, but he's not a good man. She tells him that she has seen how good of a man he is.
Sure.
Everyone awes.
Yeah.
She watched him try to kill a man. but-
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. He's fine.
But he takes care of
Yeah.
his horse
He
before he
does.
cleans
He
himself
really
off.
likes his horse.
Yeah, which I didn't name in here. Doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, Fallon finally leaves. Silar throws Cherry's cowboy hat in the fire because it was trampled on by the cows. He says that he'll buy her a new one. We learned during this that he recently spent almost all of his money on something very expensive for Cherry. Wonder what it could be. She sees that his tail is injured and brings him into the bedroom to clean it up. I don't know how it got injured. I just know that it was mentioned like 3 times as like bleeding puddles of blood on the floor. Gross. She pulls open a drawer to reveal all of his shirts cut into bandages. Cherry is touched because when she healed his ears, he didn't have any bandages.
He just went in and shredded all of his shirts.
Well,
for
he doesn't wear them
bandages.
anyways. Yeah. And again, he's a good husband. He listens.
This is true. Yeah.
Tabitha's just
The
like
absolute bare minimum.
silently shaking her head at all of this. So she's like, let me heal your tail while like I'm getting everything ready. Take your pants off because they're fucking dirty, and that's gonna get in the way of healing your tail, I guess. I don't know. So he takes them off, but he is like a chub as always, and she sees it before he covers it with a blanket. While she heals his tail, he tells her about the old warden who was killed by those monsters in the woods. Cherry cries some more because, you know, it's a sad story, I guess. And then she crawls into his lap. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been an emotional day for everyone involved.
I know that.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah. So Silar kisses her tears away and thinks quote, I did not immediately empty my sack through my cock this time.
Gross.
It's just the grossest way to say I didn't immediately come in my pants. Ugh, I hate that she wrote that.
Empty my sack through my cock.
How else would you do it?
I don't know, through his nose.
Through the back door.
Or maybe that's how they get shit out of their eyes. They just come out of their pupils.
Oh, yeah, like those desert lizards that shoot blood out of their eyes. Could just shoot back to the lizards.
Yeah,
You can shoot cum out of his
they
eye.
are lizards. Anyways, disgusting way to put that. During their kissing or something, or they're not quite kissing yet, but anyways, Cherry mentions that she really wanted to kiss him again, and then he was like, you don't even want to know all the dirty things I want to do to you. But she does, so he tells her all of them, and I almost put them all in here. I was like, no, that's too much. It's all just very dirty, but like in an innocent way. Like he doesn't know what anything is, just that he wants to do it. He was like, I want to like rub myself on you and like on your bum and like cover you with my cum. Yeah. Anyways,
I was very weirded out by the way he was ashamed of any sexual desire that he felt. Like he said, this stuff wasn't actually that bad. It's like he's Amish or something.
Yeah. As he was like telling it to her, he like said like, I wanted to come on you perversely. Like it's okay. But again, he doesn't know. He's just like an innocent little high schooler brained alien. And she's like, you know what? You can do all of that to me. So he flips her over on the bed and then eats her out.
That seems like
logical next step.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right?
That's a really like advanced thing to do for the first thing.
Yeah, I think there was like some sort of logic that got us there. I skipped it.
I don't know.
He has no idea what he's doing, of course, but he is, as I've said many times, a good listener. So he's really good at eating her out.
Right, sure.
Yeah. I mean, he's taking direction, so
yeah,
I guess that's a win.
But she's not like telling him like up, down, side to side, more of that. She's just like moaning.
I do believe I noticed this. I didn't write it down or anything, but I do believe he notices that she has a clit and was like, that must be important. And I was like, no fucking way would a man ever think that immediately.
But it's because he thinks it's that thing that we're going to talk about in just like a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, while he's down there, she puts her hands in his hair and touches his ears again on accident, and he seems to come in his pants again. I say seems to because he comes like 800 times.
Yeah.
He can't help it. He's just a little...
Just a little guy.
You can't help it.
He's just a little virgin.
He's trying to learn to drive, okay?
Yeah.
He's trying very hard.
And he's taking direction great, but just can't help but run over that kid.
Learning all the bells and whistles is really difficult.
So he seems to come again, and then he puts his long tongue. We learn now that it's very long and also moves a lot like his tail. He puts it inside of her, barf, and then she comes.
Sure.
Yeah. When he stands up, she sees his dick and is surprised that his dick has a tail. Yeah.
You knew it was coming. You knew there had to be a catch.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't know it was going to be this, though,
No.
which is...
No.
I could have never guessed
I didn't
this.
think it would be this, but I was waiting the entire time for like the catch to come. And
yeah, again,
here it is.
I thought it was going to be a knot. What she thought was a ring of skin around his dick was actually a tail wrapped around the base of his cock. A cocktail, if you will. He explains that the male and female Zobrians have little genital tails that wrap around each other during sex, and it like anchors them to each other when they mate.
Bro.
Yeah.
I've read about all manner of genitals for this podcast, but I really struggled to
Same.
visualize
I did
what
too.
was happening
Yeah,
here.
it was
Same.
really hard for me to think about this.
I
And
mean,
then-
this, how is this different than tentacle porn?
It's not, because literally at one point she just is like, well, it's not really a tail, I guess maybe more of a tentacle, but then I couldn't figure out like how big it is or how long it is.
Yeah.
It like in my mind it just became like a gross little worm, like translucent for some reason in my thought. I again, I don't know, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I wasn't into the they start calling it the cocktail, and I'm like, no, thank you.
No. And then she starts to blow him, his actual penis. And while she's doing that, she lets his little cocktail wrap around her finger while she does it. I didn't like that either. It felt
To
weird.
what end?
I don't know. I don't know. And it's like tugging on her finger, and she's like, "Aw." I
The
didn't like it.
cringing.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So, but whatever. He's into it. Silar comes, and it's so much. She says gargle at one point. I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that word.
Yeah. Or like gurgle. I don't know. It's really gross.
Yeah.
But luckily his cum tastes like cinnamon and mint.
Thank God. Thank God. And cinnamon and mint together though?
Also, I'm really upset. Yes, she said it was like sweetly spiced. Like something in between cinnamon and mint, which I don't like those.
Those don't go together.
No.
I don't know.
Also, I'm really upset because in Notion, it changed my emoji, which was the shaking head emoji. Like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But it looks like I'm happy about it. So I just want to say I'm not, okay? Cinnamon and mint is gross. Then she straddles him and rides him, like, for sex. And
Yes, they have sex at this point.
yeah. And his cocktail coils around her clit, and I didn't like that. And then they both come and fall asleep. She explained more of like what the cocktail does, or was like trying to, but it just sounded like it was just like, again, like a little wiggling worm.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't know what to do.
I think she was going for like, you know, in Ice Planet Barbarians when they have that little,
They have like a nub.
Yeah, they have the nub, and it's supposed to like
a
stimulate
vibrator.
the clit,
Yeah.
right? That's what she was going for, but no.
It just was like it's
just a tentacle.
Yeah, but it doesn't know what to do. It's not like
it
it's
doesn't
not
know what
like
to do.
moving back and forth across her clit like
No.
purposefully. It like literally looks like it's like stressed. It sounds like it's like stressed out,
It's
like just
Well,
like
yeah, it's basically
frantically.
It's basically like she's having sex with him for the first time, and then there's also this tentacle there that's just flopping around and like poking at random places.
Yeah, and then it ends up just coiling around her clit. And again, he thinks that he thought that her clit was her little tail, genital tail, but like coiled up. But it's not, because apparently like the female tail is like up inside. I don't know, it was gross. I didn't like it. They both come, they fall asleep, whatever. Cherry wakes up in the middle of the night and has to go to the bathroom. She should have done that way earlier. So she goes to the outhouse to pee. She thinks that she hears Silar like following her, and so she turns around to be like, hey, but it's surprise, the loan shark goon. She tries to run from him, but he catches her because he's on space roids.
Man, they really want that 1 month's worth of rent
I know.
money.
I was thinking like, surely it costs a lot of money to get here and fuel. So like, really, was this worth it?
No, he says that he came here because she broke his nose. This is a
This
revenge.
cannot be the first time that happened to him.
No,
he's
for
a loan
sure
shark
not.
goon.
Yeah. So he has caught her. He tracked her from that station planet thing, and then he like cloaked his ship, so that's why no one noticed or heard him, even though Silar has really good hearing, I guess. Sure. I don't know how I'm overthinking it. Shut up, Emma. Okay. She's like, he's going to kill me. He's way stronger than me. He's on space roids. But, like, I can't yell to get Silar because maybe Silar will get hurt, and I couldn't do that to him. And maybe I'm a selfish bitch, but, like, I would have yelled for help.
Oh, absolutely.
Get your
You
fucking
for sure
ass
yell.
out
Yeah.
her.
You yell for help. You get your massive alien husband out to like kick some ass. Of course, you get him.
Right. Even though the goon has a gun, I'd be like, get your fucking ass out of here and help me. I don't want to die. Anyways, it doesn't matter because right after she has that thought, Silar arrives with a knife.
He's such a good husband.
What do you have? A knife. That's that vine from 800 years ago of that child running with a
I was
knife.
about to make an even older reference. I was about to reference Crocodile Dundee.
Do it.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
It doesn't say. Also, no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so he has a knife. The lone shark goon has a gun. And he tells Silar to drop the knife or he'll kill Cherry. So Silar loves his wife, so he drops his knife, but then catches it with his tail, Arya Stark style, and then throws it into the goon's eye. Then Silar runs over and slits the goon's throat with the knife.
Important to note that he does it with style, like he's into it.
Yeah, like he's practiced it.
Because he's a bad man.
So mad.
Yeah, bad, awful. He then tells Cherry to get inside because he cannot live if she isn't safe.
I don't understand that. What do you think is happening?
Why would some overbearing bullshit?
Yeah, I just like, why would you take her with you? What if there's another goon in the house? I don't know. Anyways, no one makes a logical decision here. He then like walks around, checks the ranch, and he sees that the goon came alone. Phew. Only one kid had to die. So he goes back to Cherry, who's ready to fight a bitch with her fucking cast iron skillet. And I already talked about this, but it's mentioned like every fucking chapter. It's so annoying. I have personal beef with these pans. I'm sorry if you like them. Someone gave it to me for Christmas because they liked them so much. And I was like, take it back. I hate it. Anyways, but everyone's alive. Cherry apologizes for dragging him into this mess. And she's like, I'm also sorry that you had to kill someone because of me. And then Silar's like, well, this isn't the first time I killed a man. I'm actually convict, forced to live here and work on this prison planet for what I did. So we finally learn why he is there, what he did, his crime. When he was a child, someone broke into his house and killed his mom. While he was trying to protect his mom, he ended up killing the intruder. He strangled the intruder with his tail. In Zabrian culture, self-defense is never a reason for killing someone. So he was convicted, and he will be convicted again because of what he had to do to the goon. So, double murderer. But this time he'll be sent to the mines, which is apparently worse. Cherry thinks that that's fucking stupid, and she suggests that they just, like, bury the body. But at that moment, the door opens, and Warden 10 walks in.
It's the middle of the fucking night. Why is he delivering?
I know.
Yeah.
I had that thought
to deliver
too.
the mail.
He's just
like,
so excited.
Like, there's mail for you. Gotta
Yeah.
be here now.
He
It's like
walks
2
in and sings
a.m.
like the Blues Clues song. Here's the mail. Is that copywritten? Anyways. Warden 10's like, don't even start trying to lie to me. I saw the dead body. Also, here's your mail. Cherry is like, I did it. And Silar's like, no, she didn't. Shut the fuck up. I obviously did it. The warden tells Silar, like, listen, if you did do it, you're going to go to the mines if you get tried again. Like, you're never going to see Cherry again. And Silar's like, I would do anything for Cherry. I would die for her. Whatever. Warden 10, though, is very touched by their love and lays out the plan for these fucking idiots. He says, I'll go back to my place. You guys are just going to, like, leave the body out here. Don't do anything. The forest monsters will come. They will eat it. And then in the morning, you're going to find an empty ship and a bloody track, and you're going to see there's no body. And then you're going to call me and tell me about it, and we'll pick it up from there. Silar, again, an idiot, doesn't know what the fuck the warden is saying. And Cherry's like, I got it. I'll make sure shit gets done. Warden 10 explains that, like, this is why he voted for the mail order bride program.
Because Silar can't handle it.
Yeah, basically. He's like, he knew that Silar and the other alien criminals needed someone to take care of, I guess. I don't know. Again, the logic is stupid. It's not there. And then he was like, sorry, I actually was just here to drop off your mail. I'll see you tomorrow. So then Silar and Cherry get back in bed. They talk some more and they confess their love for each other. And then for some fucking point, he tells her that his dad turned him in and testified against him. Like, this is when he told her. He's just, like, very not good at reading the room.
He's not very good at it at all, no.
The next morning, they call the warden like planned. Cherry then sees what the warden dropped off last night, and Silar explains that he bought her a cherry tree.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then they talk some more, and Silar says that the other aliens are all convicts too. He asks if she'll tell the other human brides, and she says no, because she wants them to have a chance to fall in love as well.
You know, starting with lies.
Yeah, she's in on the plot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also, like, it doesn't even matter because their phones can't connect to anything off this planet.
She's not going to be able to.
Yeah, but
How is she going to do that?
But first she says she's not going to. She wouldn't even want to if she could, because they should be able to fall in love as well. Like, lead with the fact that you can't. I don't know. Then while they're having this conversation, Silar fingers Cherry with his tail. And I just want to point out that, like, maybe a day has passed since his tail was, like, bloody and bandaged in his t-shirts. Like, again, literally yesterday, during the day, she was trampled and his tail got all bloody and gross and was, like, dripping pools of blood. Then she bandaged it. Then they fell asleep. Then the goon attacked her. Now they fell asleep and they're woken up again. So, like, the tail is not healed. So he is basically sticking the equivalent of a bloody tampon in her vagina. Was I the only one who clocked this?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Did she bring tampons with her?
Never said.
Like, do you think Silar is going to, like, absolutely lose his shit when she gets a period for the first time?
Absolutely.
Like,
Yes,
he
will.
freaked out
Yeah.
about her tears.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I did not clock that with the bloody tail.
Yeah, it was gross. That was
Yeah.
the first. I was like, if this happened earlier in the book, I would have DNF'd it right now because that's disgusting. But anyways, he takes his bloody tail out of her body, thank God, and then starts fucking her with his cock. His cocktail is just, like, again, wiggling against her clit during all of this, not doing anything useful.
Sincerely.
Yeah, it's gross. During this, he asks her to stay with him. She says she will, and also says that she loves him. Then she comes. So does he. He says that he doesn't think that he could just let her leave, so it's a good thing that she stays. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they plant the cherry tree and live happily ever after the end.
Hurrah.
Woo!
We did it.
What'd you think, guys?
I don't know, man. It wasn't too bad, all things considered, but by the end, they started doing all of the things that I dislike in hetero romance.
Yeah.
Like, Silar would get violent with people, like Fallon, because of his jealousy and possessiveness. And then that part where he bosses Cherry around and, like, makes her go inside. I would have liked it much better if they could, like, handle it as partners.
No.
But, like, I get that this is just an ick for me. This is just, it's just a trope some people are into.
Not me. Not in this case, I should say.
Yeah,
Maura?
no, I mean, I liked it fine. I do agree that it started to go downhill right when he decided that he was going to start choking Fallon for no apparent reason. Because he was just like, your stampede almost killed my wife. And I'm just like, yeah, but that's
my
not
wife
his fault.
that you didn't even know was
yeah,
here.
you didn't know he was here. And on top of that, it's a stampede. Like, the whole point is he cannot actually control the stampede. How is this Fallon's problem? So
well, it's his cows that are stampeding. And obviously he did it on purpose.
I'm just generally so unhappy with the idea that, like, you make a man so emotional that he gets violent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like he kind of lost his ability to reason when he started to fall in love with Cherry.
Yeah.
And he became a different person at the end that I wasn't too thrilled about. I enjoyed the first part of the book. I thought it was cute. But yeah, the longer I was in it, the more I was like, you know what? And then it was over.
The more I read, I just big sighed more and more.
I did wind up giving it 4 stars. I was just like, you know what? The first part was cute enough.
I was literally just thinking as we were talking about this that I was going to have to read mine. And I'm like, I don't agree with what I said now. It was, in general, it was cute. I agree, though, the second half when he started, like, being weird. I didn't like that. But I gave it 3.5 stars. I didn't have, like, any major issues with it, despite my yelling about the alien biology. Again, there were some weird choices, but they didn't, like, affect my enjoyment per se. Just completely pulled me from the story and think, why the fuck would anyone do that? I hate that I wrote LOL in my notes. God damn it. Similar, again, with some of the alien anatomy pieces. They were just so weird, just such weird choices. But, like, it was nice that, like, the way that the aliens were built were, like, different than your typical alien romances. Most of them are basically just, like, tall, muscular humans with colored skin, maybe horns and claws. I guess that actually describes
that's exactly what these people are.
Just kidding.
He has mouse ears instead of horns.
Yeah, right. And also a tail, but he still has... I don't even know what I wrote. Who am I when I wrote this? My God.
You're a different person. That was in the past. It's fine.
Yeah. But, of course, like all aliens, he has a giant cock. They all have to, but I digress.
You have to. Just
it was
natural.
Yeah, it was fine. Period. That's all I'm going to say. It was fine.
I think I'll read the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if I will. Maybe if, like, Tasha's book is out, maybe I'll read hers.
I think they're all out.
Oh, I won't.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
I just, maybe I'll read one because I want to know if she knew about this or not.
Yeah. Well, I want to know if there's any, like, extra stuff about the Zabrian Empire that, like, this is why we're doing this. I want to see if, like, this is a big scam. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, tell us if it is.
Yeah, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah. Anyways, who are we?
You didn't talk about the other mail order brides that are obviously going to get their own boats.
They didn't matter for this book.
But I feel like I'm probably Darcy.
Yeah.
I'm willing to try new things, but highly suspicious and full of questions.
She was like the bitchy one, right?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Big Tabitha energy.
Yeah. Mara?
I think I'm the warden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the person who's just like, this is what the fuck. And also, I will tend to show up and do weird things at the inappropriate times.
It may be midnight, but here's your mail.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I am probably Tasha because she put together like a human mating book for dummies. Again, that's not what it's called. It's just like how to human for all these aliens, seemingly for fun because she didn't do it for the humans.
That would totally be you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just sounds like something insanely over the top shit that I would do that like no one else cares about, but I'm like, I'm going to do it. Which like,
yeah, like our entire project involving the NHL and Sanrio.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And also
all of your edits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I was like asking ChatGPT today if it's possible to like write an app that will track how many people break hockey sticks in a game. And also I've been tallying how many people fall in the Olympics. If you have a hot take or a book you'd like us to recap, you can message us on our socials. You can find the links on our show notes. If you like us, please rate us and leave us reviews. That makes us so happy. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.